Another one of Don's Get Your Health Back series. Again, I have Dr. Vinnie Monaco here. And last time we were talking about the effects on the physical when your body is out of line. Today we're going to have a talk about when your body's out of line, what effect does it have on the emotions?
Very good question. My observation, being a chiropractor for over 31 years, is emotion and mental is probably the precursor of all the physical stuff that goes on. So you put someone in a situation where they're thinking, they're stressed out, they're worried, and that will affect their whole physiology.
So the stress that you're putting on the body can have an effect on your body alignment?
Yes.
For example, I'm really stressed and you're crunching and you're closing down muscles.
Well, if we just look at, and this goes into other realms as well. Most of the time, most of the stresses that we create, not that we've created, not like you went out and go, I want to create all this stress for myself. It's the way that we've been enculturated and educated is that, we have to get a job, any job, get a job so that you can provide for your family, you can provide for society, and you can be a productive person. And there's all this demand that goes along with that. Most oftentimes, we have our mind, which is like, I have to get the job, and we're doing that. But then there's also this thing that you see in a living person, and you don't see in a dead person. Like when we were in chiropractic college, we worked in cadaver lab to study the anatomy. And it's quite fascinating to see that. Now, what's the difference between a living person and a dead person? Both of them have a body, both of them have a nervous system, both of them have organs, unless they were taken out. But there's the life force that's missing. So there's this administration of life. I have to get this done, I have to do this, I have to work this job, I have to supply for the family. And then there's a life force, the aliveness of an individual. And what I found is the bigger that chasm, the bigger that chasm, the bigger that space between administration of life and living life fully, the more stress, the more problems, the more emotional, mental upheaval. And instead of trying to align our life forces, which everybody's doing, mind over matter, you got to do this, make your move, change your state. It's like bullying ourselves to try to fit in to what the mindset is. My ideal is bringing us back to more ease in the body and aligning the administration of life along with our life force.
Can you see the results of that when you're actually working on sub?
Absolutely. Over time, as people become more in tune with their own natural rhythms, and no one can tell them that. Even me being a practitioner, I'm not the authority, like, I know what's best for them. I don't know what's best for them. But the inner wisdom of them knows what's best for them. So I just offer an opportunity to help that whole system that is called, the living system, reorganize itself so that it's in alignment, it's in its natural rhythm. From that space, that being, that person, has a better sense of who they are, what they're here for, what they want to do, and then they just start making the shifts from within themselves.
Well, there you go. How good's this? When we're living in a world and we're bombarded with the stresses and the toxic environment that we live in and the electromagnetic fields, it's having an effect on the physical. But we can have an effect on the physical just by the way we think, by being too involved with stress, forgetting to laugh, forgetting to have a social life, being too involved in what's required to be accepted by everybody. Maybe there's times where we should just stop, allow the body to relax. And then we'll probably spend less money getting our body aligned because it's going to be in the right place in the first place. Have a think about that. And thank you for watching another one of Don's Get Your Health Back series.